Hi guys, I'm just going to go over or update you on the Harry Potter cowl that I'm doing. It's a free pattern by Yarn Geek Makes, and that link will be down below. Also, the night pattern I'm using is Hogwarts, designed by Karen O'Brien. She used a stitch fiddle, and that will be linked too if I can down below. And let's go on with the video. Thanks guys for watching. Hi guys! So, I just want to update you. Don't mind all my ends. So sorry. I still haven't done all the ends. But I'm updating you on my niece Ashlyn's blanket. Her Harry Potter blanket. It is a free crochet along that you can find. And I will link that down below. I believe they changed their name. I can't remember right now. I will look it up and I'll put it down below. It's been in every video I've done since I started this blanket. So since November. And the stitch itself is a block stitch and not a corner to corner. The video for Terry's tutorial is down below on that too. But this is Dobby. This is Luna Lovegood. This is the hat, the changing hat, the sorting hat. Hedwig. The snake, I think it's the death mark maybe. Don't quote me on that. Look at all the fuzzies that go through my phone. This is the golden snitch. And of course the train, which I will put the express and the number on there. And then this is a sign too, and I don't remember. Maybe this was the death mark. I'll have to look it up. But anyway, I've done videos on all of those. Here is the I don't remember what this one is. The time changer? Time something? That was a pain in the butt to do with all those color changes. Just saying. It looks nice on the front, but all the ends are on the back. So, this is the 9 3/4, which is probably the biggest one out of all of them. Because of the yarn I use, this one's got I believe it's all Caron 1 pound. And so the difference between a Caron 1 pound and a Red Heart jumbo or large, there is a difference in there. Now I didn't use all the same yarns. Of course I went through my stock, or through my stash I guess. So there are some different yarns, and you can tell like in this yarn here, it's an older yarn. It could be 1980s, could be even 1970s. It's fisherman color. And there isn't a couple errors, you know, it's not perfect, but I know my niece is going to love it no matter what happens with it. So here is this giant piece that I've been working on. Now you can see it's on my couch, so you can see how big this thing is, right? This is essentially 4 of these panels all in one panel. Now this picture itself was from a Pinterest picture, so I believe it's Yarn Geek. I believe that's who it is, or two something. I'll link it down below. I'm sorry, I didn't look it up before I started this video, but they do have a night scene that you can use, but it's just a block. It's just a regular 25 by 25. But this was a Pinterest picture, and they did it on Stitch Fiddle, which I'll link it down below if I can do that. And what I did on my computer, because the picture is like this big, I enhanced the picture on my computer screen to fit my computer screen so I could see it that way. But essentially this is 25 by 300, or 25 by, no, it's 25 by 100, because each one of these stitches is 3, right? But these are 25 blocks tall, 100 wide, which is essentially 300 stitches every row, or 302, because you have the end stitches, plus you have the single crochet, chain 2, single crochet, chain 2 in between every other row. So your 25 rows actually are 50, and the 300 stitches are more like 400 stitches by the time you're said and done per row. So here it is in all its glory. Now, I did yellow for the windows and white for the sky. I just figured it would pop better, you know? So, and yeah. So I'm going to be weaving ends in for days. I keep looking at Don and I keep telling him, I'm going to need your help weaving in ends. He kind of laughs at me, but one of these days I'm going to hand him a piece, show him how to do it, and look at all the fuzzies. Good God. That's all the yarn fuzzies. Either that or I got ghosts in my house and they're coming out to play. You guys watch Ghost Adventures where they see all those floaties going through? That'd be pretty scary. My kids were talking about that today. Mom, I hear ghosts in the basement. It's like, it's in the afternoon. You're not hearing ghosts. You're hearing the plumbing. But anyway, so here's the night scenes. I think it turned out pretty cool. I think it'll look 100% better, of course, with all the ends woven in. So, but yeah, so you can see this. Let's see. This is my couch. How big my couch is, right? A good 4 people person couch, and you can see how big each one of these squares is. I have a feeling this is going to be more like a king size bed, because I still, in all reality, I still have the 4 middle pieces, the 4 middle section, the middle actual section of it, which is 4 squares wide. So basically another one of these, but square. And I think I still have 2 side pieces. So, oh, and she wants me to do the top too. So the top piece is another 4 squares wide. And that is going to say Mischief Managed, because my dear niece is a Slytherin, I think, the Slytherin house, yes. And so yeah, I still have that to do. But at least it's green, so I'll have some green to work with. And then the Mischief Managed on top row will have feet and all that kind of stuff for that. So, still lots of work to do. I was supposed to have it done by Easter, but with everything going on and life and stress, and yeah, it hasn't happened. But my niece knows, Ashlyn knows that she will get it eventually, and yeah, I know that they're stuck at home, so hi guys, I love you. I love you and I miss you, and I can't wait to see you, and I know that somehow this summer you guys will be able to come and stay with Auntie, and we'll hang out while we're redoing the bedroom downstairs. That should be fun. You can help with construction maybe, or help with the kids, or both. So, alright guys, there it is, and I will stop it and we'll turn around for a minute. I should probably not do that. Open my mouth up so you guys can see my horrible teeth. Hi guys, that's what I meant to do. Hi. So I had told you guys that I'd order my Imperfect box, which I did, and on Tuesday they sent me an email saying they canceled it, which I kind of wondered after I didn't get an email right away that if they would do that. Would have been nice to know earlier, because I did go to the store Monday or Sunday or one of those days. Today, however, there was a food giveaway, and guess what? It had produce in it, so very thankful for that. And it was, you know, funny enough, it was the things that I was going to order from the box anyway. There was lettuce in there, there was radishes, which I haven't had in a long time, which I want. I like, it's a childhood memory of having radishes fresh out of the garden. And they had cucumbers, like snackable cucumbers, which Daisy tried and ate right up, so that'll be great. For the kids, I think her and Connor will eat them. The boys won't, but her and Connor will. And then some bread was in there, some treats, a little cake, which was great timing for dessert for tonight's dinner. And I can't remember. Some almond milk. You know, it basically anything that was in the organic section is kind of what doesn't sell a lot of the times, and that's what you're getting in these giveaways sometimes. I did get shards, or shard? I think that's how you say it. I probably said that wrong, but I'm not really sure how to cook it, so I'll have to look that up. Trying to think. I'm looking out that way because that's where my kitchen is, and that's how I kind of recall. You'll see me looking up a lot or to the side a lot, like this. That's how I recall things. It's just one of those things. Now, if you watch yourself and you keep track of yourself, you'll notice either yourself looking down, looking sideways, looking up. It's part of your memory recall, is what I've learned. Back when I went to college, a while, like 20 years ago. That might not even be true anymore. Who knows? But anyway, all that to say is that I did not get my imperfect box. I have gotten some emails though, and I did watch our local news, and they had some information on local farmers and how you could sign up for different local farmers and their produce. So I do have some feelers out there looking at some of those. There was a local farmer that I signed up for an email list. I have on so many email lists it's hard to keep track, plus getting emails from school too. Yay! But anyway, there was also an email from another local farm in South Dakota about a CSA opportunity. And I think I talked about that before, or I might have just talked about it with Ella, but I think I mentioned on here. A CSA is basically where you buy shares into a farmer's crop, and then each week you get produce delivered to a certain location, and it's usually for a certain amount of weeks. In South Dakota, it is 15 weeks or 12 weeks, depending on what you sign up for. So I'm holding you up with my hand today because I'm sitting in a different chair. But yeah, so anyway, it's like $400 to sign up for the CSA, or I can sign up for this other local farmer that's kind of closer to us. So I don't know, but I'm looking at that option, especially because I might not be able to get the imperfect food box mailed, and who knows how long it will be. So, I mean, at least even with the stuff that's going on, you could still have delivery to a location and still keep far enough away for people to get produce, just like you do in the stores. When they come with their big trucks or whatever, you can get your box essentially and take off right away. You don't have to linger and socialize. So that's an option I'm looking into. And Don laughed at me when I said, well, maybe we could do a CSA, because he's like, well, you have fresh produce now and you don't eat it. Well, I'm stress eating right now, and I want to eat healthier, but I'm not because I'm stress eating right now. And I commend Randy and Ella and Kim and the other Kim, for all of you guys that are actually losing weight during this time. You girls go, because I am not. And I'm okay with that. You know what? I need to survive in the next couple months, emotionally, physically, and mentally, and if eating is going to get me through that, regardless if it's healthy or not, what do you do? I'm just gonna grow a couple more double chins. It won't be a big deal. It's okay. And then when I bitch about it, you guys can say, Amber, we told you. Or Amber, you know better. I know. I do know. So, what else was I going to tell you? Oh, shoot. I will pause this or stop this and restart it. I did get some stuff from Amazon, which was a complete and utter fail. Complete and utter fail. I ordered some lever backs that were from Amazon, that because my other lever backs were out of stock, I thought, okay, I'll try this other one and see how they work. I got them, you guys. I opened the bag. I was so excited to get some new stuff in, and I opened one and it bent in my hand. I opened another one and it curled. I tried to open the third one and it would not open at all. So then I'm like, this can't be right. And so I tried, because I bought 2 bags. So I bought two separate bags at 100 lever backs each. And they were a reasonable price, and they were comparable to the other ones. And Amazon recommended them, and I was like, oh, okay. So I opened up the other bag, same thing. I tried, there was gold and silver mixed in the bag. They weren't separated, which I wasn't exactly happy about either, but whatever. I tried, well, maybe the silver is better than the gold, or maybe the gold is better than the silver. Nope. Same thing. Same bendable, curled up in your hand, broke when you opened it, or if I did get it open, the ones I could get open, they would stay open and they would not close. So, not all products are created equal, and I'm glad Amazon has a return policy. Because, yeah. So, it was super easy to return it, I guess. All I had to do is take the product down to a UPS store, or box store, I guess, and you just bring the product in. You don't even have to box it up or anything. Just bring it into them. They scan your little code that you get from Amazon, and poof, done. So, yay! I'll have to keep track of that and make sure I do get my credit, but even the Amazon customer service was super nice about it. They're like, oh, okay, yeah, just send it back. So, yeah, I don't know. So, very interesting. I will put the link that I order from down below, the reliable one that I have, and I'm going to go grab them actually from my mailbox. I know they're out there right now. I just haven't got them. I'll grab them, and I will show you guys what they look like so you know that you're on the right link, and you know that this is an actual good product. I did actually get some more letters and numbers. I know that seems silly with the ones I have, but there's just certain ones that I'm out of. So instead of buying just one number, I bought a whole set, and you'll see that too. I'll go get that, and we'll be right back. Okay. Alright, I think we are back. Let's back you up a little bit so you don't have to see so much of that double chin. Okay. So, here, this is what that number is, and make sure you get the ones that say TOAOB 200-piece French earring jewelry findings set. Again, I will link my link down below. It's an affiliate link. And thank you guys so much for ordering those that you did last time on that video. It didn't get a lot of views, but hey, thanks for the people that did order. I appreciate that a lot. Thank you very much. Because you really know all those pennies, no matter what source of income stream it's coming from, and they always say have multiple source stream incomes coming in. So say I have Etsy and YouTube and Amazon. I mean, that's great to have multiple streams. So anywho, this is what they look like, okay? So you get it in this little box, and some of you that order stitch markers from me will get this box back because I reuse my packaging. I always reuse my packaging. I will sanitize this one probably because I'll take a Clorox wipe to it, but yeah. But yeah, so it comes in bags inside this box. It's very nicely packaged. I always reuse my boxes. I mean, it's a good box. No reason not to. So then the other thing I got was, now, I did tell you guys that these prices went up on these, right? And it could be because all of us are home trying to make stitch markers, or people that weren't making them before because they didn't have time, or making them now. But the prices on these did go up, and maybe it's because they come from, I'm going to guess, China or maybe even Korea or South Korea would be my guess, but not too sure on that. Anyway, obviously they come from China. Made in China. It says right there. I just can't read. So maybe because they came from China, maybe that is why their prices have raised recently. I mean, I didn't think about that before. Like, hello, Amber. You should probably think about that. That's where they came from. That's probably why their prices have raised. Not to say that these are infected or whatever. I mean, it takes 2 weeks for it to get to us, for one thing, or longer from China, right? Like, I'm sure Kim from Blue Cherub could tell you exactly how many weeks it takes to get stuff from one part of the country to another. And I know that a lot of their product, like she said, they were held in cargo areas for a long time, or on ships for God knows how long. So that's probably why. Now that I think about it and use my brain, that's probably why the prices are increased. But after my debacle, it is well worth paying the extra money to get a good product that I know is a good product that works. And here is the other thing I got. This is actually letters and numbers combined, but it comes in a nice little case. It's got, sorry, it's still in the plastic. I haven't unboxed it yet, but so it's got 50 of each. So 50, 0 through 9, and then 50 of each letter, which is great. And then after that, I can use the container, reuse it, right? Or continue to use it to sort out my stuff, which I'll probably keep the letters in this one, and I'll separate the numbers out and put them in my other containers that I got from the Dollar Tree. So that'll work perfect. And I don't think this was very much. I'll put that link down below if you're interested in it. But these are the round ones, obviously. There's lots of different options in the stores and things. I did make it to Michael's today because that blanket there, that night scene, it took over a whole pound, a whole 1 pound of the royal blue color. I had started with a brand new skein because I knew I was going to need a lot of it. And I think it took a whole black one too. Like, I only have maybe, it's in pieces, but there's not a lot of black left either. But I ran out of the blue. Like, I have, essentially 4 rows, 2 full rows of double crochet, and then the in-between rows. So 4 rows of the royal blue that did not go through. So, yeah, it took over a 1 pound thing just to do that blue sky portion of it, which is a lot. So Ashlyn, if you're watching this, because I told Ashlyn, I'm like, I'm going to make a video so you can update your blanket and see it. And I was going to say hi to the girls. Hi girls, I love you. That this blanket is literally going to weigh like pounds and pounds. But I did go to Michael's and I got another skein because I wanted to finish it, because I needed to finish it. Because I've been telling everybody I was going to finish this blanket. I was going to try to order it online, but I wasn't sure what the colors are because, again, my kids steal my ball bands. I might, in a future, more organized Amber. Okay, we all know that's a joke, right? I might start writing down what colors I use if I have a ball band to begin with. A lot of my skeins I don't have a ball band. So I literally took my little clip, like Terry uses, with the yarn wrapped around it, with me to Michael's to make sure I got the right color. And it does look like the right color, so I guess we'll see in the light, you know, like a real bright summer day, if there is any, like, color difference. But with those bigger skeins, they say there's no dye lot, so we'll see. Anyway, I'm in much better spirits than I have been in the last couple of days. I've decided that, okay, So there's no more school. I mean, not technically, but I do still have to teach my children. I want my children not to be, I want them to stay engaged, not necessarily get behind. I want them to stay engaged. So whether that is engaged with our daily life, with cooking, with cleaning, with being better citizens, being helpful, loving, kind, being better to your brothers and sisters, ha ha ha, as well as the math and the reading and that kind of thing. My kids really love it when I read to them, even though I struggle with reading. I wish I could be like Randy and Kim and read and love to read and just, I've always struggled with it, and I probably always will, but I enjoy math. I love math. I love numbers completely. So, like, my birthday is 7/17/79. I was born at 11/07. I graduated in 1997, and I was 17 when I graduated. So, those kind of things, numbers. I love numbers. I love the number 7. I love how it all just kind of do. Now that you know all my personal information. Oops. But yeah, that's out there anyway. So, anybody that looks up my name can find that in like 2 seconds. But anywho, I hope you, I was going to say, so broke out the sewing machine. If you haven't watched that video, I'm making masks. I'm also crocheting a few headbands for my mom, and then I'm going to make the little bands. I think they're like 6 inches, 20 single crochet, or 20 chains, and then half double crochet 2 rows, and then add your 2 buttons on either end. That is for those masks that have the elastic on either side, so they have a gap space to put on the back of your head. So basically it's like this with 2 buttons on the ends, so they can attach the elastic there instead of their ears, so they can save their ears, because they're working 10, 12 hours a day, and yeah. I appreciate them working, and I appreciate everybody's working. Everybody I've come across that I've had to deal with, I tell them simply, thank you for working. Because if it wasn't for them working, I wouldn't be able to go to the grocery store. I wouldn't be able to buy the things that I need. My mail wouldn't get delivered. I wouldn't be able to, do that kind of stuff. So, we are waiting to hear. It's payday Friday, so we'll see if Don is still working on Friday. We don't know for sure. He is in upper management, but you know how upper management goes. You don't necessarily, you're not necessarily essential, I guess. I don't know how that, you know what I mean. But he fixes furniture for a living and manages the guys that are in his department. And he works for a really big furniture place. That is like our or quad state. So North Dakota, Minnesota, Iowa, Nebraska, Wisconsin. There's this region here that the company he works for is in charge of, and they have a deal that they can't go East River. Long story. But anyway, we're kind of waiting until Friday to see what happens and to see if he still has employment, and we'll go from there. But we're doing okay. Again, we got another big box of food delivered to us for school for this week, and the kids were super excited. Daisy and Connor eat the apples, Jacob eats the oranges, and Michael reluctantly will eat what I make him. So if there's bananas in the house, he'll go for a banana. Kids. So anyway, I love you guys. I hope you are safe, and if you want to email me and reach out and talk to me, I will more than welcome any comments down below. Any emails that I get, I will try to respond in a timely manner. If you need somebody to talk to, I'm here. And I hope you don't mind if I vent back, because, I mean, if you haven't noticed by now, I don't hold back much, if anything at all. And so yeah, anyway, from my home to yours, I hope you are well. I love you. Take care. Don't forget to hit the like and subscribe down below, and share if you like with your friends. Ashlyn and Maya, I love you. Auntie loves you from the bottom of my heart, forever and a day. And I love my sissy too. Bye guys.